dose, Jean-Luc.
Do you think the last sales would allow me to spend the rest of the summer at the chateau?
Well, Claude has fallen in love and plans a more daring deed, kidnapping.
Bruno, you're my friend. Use your influence.
Oh, Guy, Claude has already asked me the same favor.
I think it was inconsiderate of Bruno to give you a choice of two men.
Damn. Her flirting is so even-handed.
Ah, she is pure magic. Does she like me?
My uncle owns the Reveal film studios in Paris. Coming from Hollywood, you'd probably be a bit bored watching the production of a new film. But if not, well, perhaps I could show you around.
Oh yes, and 3 stages at Bilancourt. Just mind this cable here and follow me. Now you know that next week we're starting on Silent Night with Gabin. We're very excited about that. Mind the cable there. I'll take you down to stage 4. There's a talented director there doing an adaptation on Turgenev. You go through here, we'll go across stage 3.
It's the wrong color, it's the wrong size. Sorry. Sorry. It's a damn stupid place to stand and gape.
I'm so sorry.
Come on, let's go. This is no longer interesting.
I did warn you.
Well, they'll be at it again soon.
No, I want to watch, please.
As you wish.
I swear I will tear his guts out next time I lay eyes on him. Raoul, that son of a bitch has given me hundreds of yards of unusable rubbish.
That's Sadovsky.
He's so crude.
But he's a genius.
All right, Nico. Who the hell is she?
Not an actress, Armand. She's too unself-conscious. She's looking around like a tourist. She's not French. She's altogether too trim and tidy in the way she's put together.
I want to test her for the part of Marie. But look at her, for heaven's sake. I think this one can make men tremble. Arrange it for this afternoon.
But Armand, how can I?
Nico, you're my casting director. Do it.
Mademoiselle, hello. My name is Nico Humbert. I'm the casting director of the studio. The director has expressed a desire to meet you. He's in fact very interested. And one day I might take you across.
Lucky I didn't hurt you back there. You should be more careful. I hope you're not nervous.
Should I be?
No, of course not. Thank you for indulging me. Oh, yes.
You need a haircut.
Yes, I know, I've been told. I hope it won't bother your performance.
No, it amuses me.
Shall we? Now, first, you must not look at the camera, if you can help that. Now, would you like to read the scene to yourself first, perhaps?
Well, I'm not an actress. What good would that do?
To orientate yourself, perhaps?
No, you orientate me, monsieur. You seem to like giving orders.
Well, in that case, I will deliver you to Babu. Who will light you like an angel, won't you, Babu? She's all yours.
Right, now we'll need some backlight here. Let's bring that down there. Some filters on that.
This is ridiculous. How long has it been?
Stop whining like a schoolboy. It was your idea.
Cut! No! You're getting carried away with this little girl innocence. You're just about to kill a man, for God's sake. You're a rich bitch with murder on your mind. Do it again, from the beginning.
Not again.
Yes, again. Film, they say, lives forever. In this scene, you haven't even scratched the emulsion.
You're an arrogant, opinionated bastard!
Yes! Yes! That's the way to say the line. Ah!
My God, she's exciting.
Get someone to give her a contract.
Hi.
I'm looking for my daughter. Freddie?
I'm Terrence McGuire. It's a great pleasure meeting you, Mrs. Delanso. Freddie, I'm going to drop some parts off in Burbank.
Mother, I want you to meet Mr. McGuire and I have met. Mac, why don't you stay?
I think you two have some catching up to do.
He's very attractive. Oh, he's wonderful. Oh, it's so good to see you. How's Father? He's been in Paris for 2 weeks. Our government has summoned all senior diplomats for meetings. Well, Max says there's going to be a war. That Hitler is a madman that has to be stopped. I'm afraid it's inevitable. God help us. Your favorite? So you're going to take the boat on Tuesday from New York? Since Jean-Luc had a stroke, your grandmother needs me to help her for a while. I'll join your father in Paris when everything's properly organized at home. Why won't Father talk to me? There's nothing I can do. He's very hurt, and this awful curtain won't let anyone pass through. He's so stubborn. It's very hard for a parent when he believes that nothing he says matters anymore. We become like children in our anger and disappointment. I know. I phoned his office. He won't take my call. If only he would talk to me. He's always had trouble expressing his real feelings to anyone. Even to you? I make a special effort to pry them out. You're a bit ahead of your time for him to understand. I don't think Mac understands me either. Maybe you're a bit ahead of your time for him, too. Now, if you're trying to point out the difference in our ages, it simply doesn't matter. I know. I understand.
Thank you.
I have a problem. I must speak to you.
Well, come in. So, what's your problem, huh? The picture's finished. It's a big hit. What more do you want?
I'm in love with you.
Took you long enough to get around to it.
Is that all you have to say?
You are unspeakably spoiled.
I'm aware of that.
And appallingly privileged. And you've done nothing to deserve it but be outrageously decorative. You always have been. You always will be. And you'll always take advantage of it.
That's not my fault. How can I help that? What does that have to do with my loving you?
For one thing, I hear you've done some painful things to a lot of men.
What can I do if people fall in love with me? Can I love them back on command?
They should put out storm warnings when you're on the loose.
Mama, I have never really been in love before.
Oh, come on. Isn't this just part of the fantasy? Part of becoming a film star?
I wish it were a fantasy. Oh, I should have known better than to come here.
No. I love you too. Frankly, you scare the hell out of me. I did not want to become another victim.
No, it's not possible. If you love me, why didn't you say something? Just tell me when you fell in love with me.
Oh, you had me the first time I turned around and looked at you. Believe me, it was quite involuntary.
Aren't you going to kiss me?
No. First I must undress you. Button by button. I must be careful not to damage the dress. It's just too right.
It's too right for what?
Oh, you know, the scene in American movies where the girl tells the guy she loves him. Clever dress. Severe. Uncompromising. Low cut. Poor sucker never has a chance.
Yeah?
Oh.
That's it.
Promise you won't get soap in my eyes?
Oh, I see. You can jump out of airplanes, but you're afraid of a little soap in your eyes, huh?
You're finally beginning to understand me.
Oh, like hell I am. Come on, keep your eyes tightly shut now, all right?
Oh, it's amazing I can't stand too.
And there we go.
Oh.
A little more. Keep it shut. Right there, look. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Easy now. Oh, what do you... You've got incredible technique.
Yours isn't so bad either. Where'd you learn it?
I had a big old smelly, shaggy dog when I was a kid.
You never told me.
Huh? Yeah. He ran away.
Hey, wait a minute! I bet you loved your dog.
You bet.
I wish I knew you then. When are you gonna marry me?
Oh, listen, kid.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore. When, Mac?
Freddie,
Look at me. Look at me. When, Mac? When?
I can't, Freddie.
The hell you can't! You're not married? Look, we can go to Las Vegas today and get married before sunset. I mean, you won't, don't you?
No, I mean, it wouldn't be fair to you. It would be unforgivable. My God, Freddie, you're barely 20, and I'm 43.
Mother figured 35. See, you're way ahead of the game.
No, we're a generation apart. I am too old for you, Freddie!
That makes no difference to me. I've never loved anyone but you. I'll never marry anyone but you. No matter how old you get, you'll never free yourself from me. You'll never be free of me. Like, the older we get, the less difference it'll make.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
You're being unfair.
No, what wasn't fair was my making love to you that first time and not stopping then, because none of this would have happened. You know, I couldn't resist you. And I still can't resist you in anything but this. I am not going to marry you, Freddie.
No wonder your dog ran away. I don't really want to get married anyway. Just thought I should make an honest man out of you.
Yeah, I knew you'd see the light.
Delphine, my darling. At last out of hiding. Well, you're as beautiful as ever. Mwah.
I'm so happy to see you. This is your new little place, is it, you joker? You must be doing very well.
I am, as a matter of fact. I'll tell you all about it. Come and have a cocktail. Delphine, there is something serious which I wanted to say to you. You are a great charmer. And that is something more rare than beauty and, for me, as valuable as talent. In addition, you are an aristocrat from one of the oldest families of the provincial nobility. There is no man you cannot have.
You have had too much champagne. Or you're going to try and sell me to somebody.
No. It's a crime to waste yourself.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm talking about your affair with Armand Sadovsky.
That's none of your business.
Delphine, I've heard it from a dozen people.
What people could possibly know?
People who recognize you, Delphine. Since your film has been such a great success, suddenly you have a face so famous you cannot cross the street without causing a stir. And as far as the world of cinema goes, well, Guy has known about it for months.
They can choke on their gossip.
Damn it, Delphine, listen. You see, if it were just an affair, I would not have presumed or bothered to try and bring you to your senses. But your Sadovsky is a Jew. Delphine, how could you?
You don't mean that, do you?
Yes, I do, Delphine. For both our sakes. You see, it is my duty to protect you. You are my half-sister instead of my blood. We are going to have to fight Germany, and we are going to lose.
You're insane. Oh, going...
And when we lose, Delphine, Sadovsky will be treated like the Jews of Germany. He will have no job, no home, no citizenship. Do you want to share that with him?
You are a disgusting coward, and I am ashamed to be related to you. Why don't you go and crawl into one of your brave ancestors' suits of armor? Perhaps it will give you some guts.
Darling, beautiful! Thanks, Otto. Mac, I want this next shot done by noon. We'll talk about it at 10.
Right. I don't like the looks of this sky, Sweet.
Should I go get Freddie?
No, we won't need her.
Coming out of retirement, huh? Huh?
Ready?
Check it. It's all checked. You sure? Yeah, she's unconditionally guaranteed for 90 days for the day to check it out. Not bad.
Hi, guys. Ready?
Freddie, we're not going to need you for the rest of the day.
You what? I've been ready for this stunt for 2 weeks. When Joe dropped out, you promised me I could do it.
I know, I've changed my mind. With all this chop upstairs and these explosives, it's going to make the bailout too dangerous for you.
You can't do this to me, damn it! Sweet!
It's your call, Mac.
Let's do it.
Mac, huh? You're crazy. I can do this. Would you please let me?
No, not this one, honey. It's Buck and Bronco time up there.
So what? I can do this stunt with my eyes closed. I don't care if there's a tornado up there.
Yeah, I know, but it's school time. You watch me, I'll show you how to pick the soft clouds.
How boring.
You never could stand the calm, could you? Let's go.
Go. All right, now waggle your wings when you're ready for action.
Yeah.
You let the hiney get on your tail.
Right.
You take her to 5,000 feet, you push a red button and get out. Set for 10 seconds. You make damn sure you're well clear of the explosion before you pull the ripcord. Now, she's loaded with TNT.
Get out of here.
Okay, you ready, Matt? Ready? Camera. Rolling. Okay, action, Mac. Contact.
Where's Mac?
He's gone, Freddie.
How can I live if Mac is dead? I can't. I can't.
I can't help but think sad things when I look at all these happy faces. I remember all those wonderful Christmases we spent together. Now everything is different now, and I think of the future, I'm terrified.
Oh, my darling, I know what you're going through.
Are you afraid, Mother?
Of course I'm afraid. Everyone in France is afraid.
When Armand first rejoined his army unit, that very first day, I was too shocked to know what it would mean. How could I have been so stupid? We all know what Hitler is doing to the Jews. God, I have hideous visions of what could happen to him if he's ever captured.
Delphine, I want you to go back to California. Knowing you will be safe from all this will help me through this time.
I can't. With Father in the army, you have your duties here in Champagne. I must stay and wait for Armand in Paris. He's fighting somewhere in France. Now, how could I put 6,000 miles between us?
It's a bad line. I can't hear you. You did? Well, you promised me. Well, please try.
Dearest Paul, writing to you is the only thing that keeps me sane in this madness. I've come to know how much of you is in this land. When I'm working in the fields, you feel nearer to me. Delphine will not leave Paris. I suppose it is impossible that any daughter of mine would be practical. A letter arrived from Freddie yesterday. She wants to fly in the war. I worry. When Freddie wants something, she gets it.
Please. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, idiot!
Why don't you watch where you're going?
What the hell? You're crazy. Are you somebody's driver?
No, I'm a pilot, same as you.
Does Hitler know?
Why don't you write him a letter?
Hi, did I miss anything? Bloody uncomfortable journey, mountain of forms to fill out, and some remarks from blokes who think we ought to be driving ambulances instead of flying planes. Name's Jane Longbridge.
Freddie Delonso. I think we should be fighting if we're flying. The RAF get all the action while we just ferry unarmed planes from the factories to the airfields. Damn it.
I'm Captain Douglas, your commanding officer. My job is to find at least a couple of you who will pay as much attention to flying as applying lip rouge. Unfortunately, higher powers have seen fit to accept women into the Air Transport Auxiliary. Where you are without my blessing. Because I don't believe you girls ought to be flying planes. And most of you can't even cook a decent dinner.
Only a man would say something like that.
And who are you?
First Officer de Lancel, Captain.
Lancel. Something tells me we're going to be wasting our time coming to your rescue.
Sir, these planes we ferry have never been flown before. There might be a screw loose in one or two of them, but nothing we can't cope with. Mind you, I'd do a better job of shooting Germans out of the sky.
Oh, you would you? Another rah-rah Yank who can do anything.
I fly by the seat of my pants just like you do.
You don't have the what-fors to fill them.
You show me yours, and I'll show you mine, sir.
While the RAF keep the German Luftwaffe fully occupied, ships of every description, from destroyers and steamers to tugboats, come to the rescue of the Allied forces in France. The world watches breathlessly as the soldiers in their tens of thousands evacuate the beaches of Dunkirk.
It's Amy. Amy Johnson? Yes. Oh my God, is that really her?
She's incredible. She soloed from London to Australia in this little old Moth, and then went on to do Paris to Cape Town. She's an incredible pilot.
British troops are joined by their comrades in arms from France. I'd advise you two to hold over until the soup clears. These two Spitfires can wait at Vickers.
Amy Johnson didn't hold over, sir.
The redoubtable Amy Johnson was racing the Atlantic when you couldn't even reach the controls. I'll pipe you when the weather lifts. Carry the fight back to the mainland of Europe. And every man, woman and child in England echoes that sentiment. And the message to the Germans is, we'll be back.
The Germans will be in Paris in less than a day, and the French have only themselves to blame.
I've done what you asked. These papers will confirm your discharge from your tank unit. The government is in chaos. No one knows what the Germans will do with us. Your grandfather, with his influence, always protected me. Now he's gone. What about you?
Monsieur, I have no concerns for myself. There will always be an aristocracy. In times of trouble, the French have always returned to the land. I think I shall go back to Valmont.
But Bruno, what do you suggest I do?
Oh, you, Penrose. Well, I leave you to your wits. You have always prospered by them, regardless of who was in power.
Whoa. Here, give me a hand with this.
Eve? Eve, the greatest of good fortune. Bruno has come back to us. Come and have a glass of champagne, Eve.
No, thank you. I have work in the fields to check with Monsieur Charles.
Eve's a remarkable woman. She's been such a help.
Yes, well, all that has changed now. I'm here to do whatever is necessary.
Eve has an instinct for the soil. You ought to get to know her.
Yes, well, I mean no disrespect, grandfather, but I had a mother, I have a grandmother. I do not really need a stepmother.
Morning, Charles. Morning. The temperature down here never changes. It's nature's affection for our champagne.
And how much cellar do we have?
2 miles of cellars in this one tunnel. 5 in all. have something to show you. This cellar is always full. Always. It's the strength of the House of Lancel. It's our treasure.
But, what good does it do to hoard it?
We lost all our vines in the phylloxera plague of 1878. In the last 70 years, Champagne has been the battleground for 3 wars. The enemy's taken every bottle he could lay his hands on. So, since 1918, our family has kept back a percentage of the best wine every year. The Lancers will always be able to rebuild or replant or restore a vineyard by selling this champagne. No one has a key to this treasure except the male members of the family. I have one, your father, of course. And today, I give you yours.
Thank you.
Protect it. With your life.
I promise.
Well, here's to the future.
To the future.
Eve? What is it, my dear?
Jean-Luc, I have bad news. I heard on the radio that France has officially surrendered.
Well, I predicted this would happen. So, we will survive here in Balmont, never fear.
I was taken prisoner at Dunkirk. We are allowed only to write and say we are well and working. I will survive and come back to you. I love you, my dearest. Armand.
Heil Hitler. I am Captain Rottemann. On orders of the Führer and Herr Klebisch, administrator of Champagne. This domain is now under the authority of the Reich. It will be your duty to provide champagne exclusively for the German armed forces. Quotas and objectives are detailed in this document. All military opposition in the province has been neutralized. You will serve the Reich, or you will be punished. Who's in charge of the vineyard?
I am.
Your name?
Yves de Lancel.
What is your name?
Bruno de Lancel.
You will come with me. I want to survey your fields. You will show me.
Yes.
I will arrange an inventory of all stock tomorrow and meet with your foreman. That woman is your mother?
No, that woman is my stepmother. There is no reason to deal with her. I've just returned from the army. I was a tank commander in the 17th Regiment.
The 17th? An assignment reserved for aristocrats. A very safe place to be. All practical men, no doubt, who have always found a secure place in history.
Well, all who have always had generations of ordinary people to serve them.
You're an arrogant French bastard.
Captain, you are a stranger here. A conqueror, yes. But we have had conquerors before, and the Champenois have always triumphed.
Yes?
Trust me.
Trust you? It is always safer to execute a Frenchman than to trust him.
Yes, I know, but then I could never be of service to the Third Reich, and never see you promoted to the high rank you so richly deserve. Madame, from now on I shall be taking full responsibility in the running of the vineyards.
You know nothing about running Valmont. Nothing at all.
It is my blood right. I have no intention of taking orders from you.
Where does all your hatred come from?
The air you breathe, Madame.
Madame? When the harvest comes, we should do well. These are the best graves in the world, except for the Rhineland.
Then you should have stayed there. You Germans should have remained where you were wanted.
If you French had any backbone, you would have given us a better fight. Where's your husband?
In London, with the Free French.
Only certain important Frenchmen are in London. Very few French are free.
And where are the important Germans, Captain Rottemann?
Wherever we're needed. The Vicomte is very charming and helpful.
I expected he would be, Captain.
Hi. Hello, Freddie. Had a good trip? Yeah, it was okay. Took Wellington up to Rumsey. Uh-huh. What's new? Oh, not much. Dodo claimed a Spitfire over at Bigham Hill yesterday. Captain Douglas nearly had a heart attack. And some free French officers arrived this morning. Group sending them up to Scotland tomorrow. Can't think why. Oh, look, that's them over there.
I can't believe it's you.
Nor are you.
What are you doing here?
I'm working under de Gaulle, training Free French forces. I'm flying up to Edinburgh tomorrow to take command of a tank regiment.
I missed you so much. I'm sorry that I left without talking to you. Without saying goodbye. Father, you've got to talk to me.
I don't know how to begin.
Just say what you feel.
Mother and Delphine, have you heard from them?
They're both trapped in France. Neither one would leave when there was still time. Occasionally, I get word about them, thanks to the resistance radio. They're both well.
Okay.
Freddie. When I see you sitting there looking so vulnerable, I just wish I could make up for the past.
You don't need to. We love each other. That's all there is to it.
You're so dear to me, Freddie. I wish I tried harder to understand you. And the solution was so simple. I just had to look at your mother and know that all would be well. You make me so proud.
Cut! Oh, marvellous, darling, marvellous.
Thank you.
Now then, the garden scene.
It's good to have you back, Delphine.
There's nothing else to do, Nico.
It's better to work than go mad. You heard from Armand?
Yes. A postcard now and then to show our conquerors are civilized.
General? This is our finest sound stage. All the equipment.
Who's that with Groven?
General von Stern, among other things, is in charge of propaganda in Paris.
Graven, look at her. Bring her to me, that one. I'd like to meet her.
With due respect, General, I think you are wasting your time. She has refused all of my invitations, in spite of the fact that she works for me.
You were the only girl in the world, and I were the only boy. Nothing else would matter in the world today. We would go on loving in the same old way. A garden of Eden.
Johnson. She crashed into the Thames estuary. God. Report just came in from group. Apparently she bailed out and landed in the drink. A trawler saw her go in, but it was too late. By the time they got there, she disappeared.
If only she wasn't flying over the water. If the weather hadn't been so bad, this would...
No, if only. She made the decision to fly in spite of the fog. She went over the top and got lost. You're not supposed to go over the top, ever. It was character as much as weather, Freddie.
Character?
Don't we all have our own particular flying character? She was at fault.
Amy Johnson? Don't you dare say a word against her.
It's not just Amy, is it?
No, it's not just Amy. What you said about flying character, it just reminded me of someone. Jane, would you believe it if I said that I only had one lover? Someone that I loved very deeply. His name was Terrence McGuire.
Is that the reason that you're here?
Yes.
Oh, God. What is it?
The song. When we were blue as kids, our mother used to sing it to us.
Smile the while you kiss me sadly. When the clouds roll by, I'll come to you. Then the skies will seem more blue. Down in Lover's Lane, my dearie, wedding bells will ring so merrily. Every tear will be a memory. So wait and pray each night for me till we meet again.
Hello, Mummy. Janie. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Hello.
Jane.
Lovely to see you. This is Freddie.
I am so glad you're here at last, my dear. I can't wait to judge for myself whether Jane has exaggerated her tales of your good influence.
Actually, Jane's been a good influence on me, Lady Longbridge.
Oh, nonsense. We know our Jane. She's unredeemable. But she's rather sweet from time to time. Now, get into the car before you turn to ice.
Oh, lovely to see you. Sorry. Hello, darling. Hi. How are you?
Oh, hello, you.
Hello, how are you? Come in.
Oh, you're up. Did you sleep well? No, I'm still in sibling shock.
Who are all those children?
My sister Elizabeth. Well, since the bombing in London, we keep them down here for safety.
Now, I have run you a bath. Me and this fireplace aren't going anywhere.
No, I mean a real bath. A hot, pre-war bath, strictly illegal. More than the regulation 3.5 inches, so I have to keep it secret.
Oh, you shouldn't have. But since you did...
Follow me.
All right.
Goodness. Oh.
She's gone in.
Where are you going?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Freddie. Happy birthday to you.
Good night.
Right.
What are you doing here?
I followed this Messerschmitt and knew there was a hot bath around here somewhere.
Right. First Officer Marie-Frédérique de Lancel, may I present my brother? Squadron Leader, the Honourable Anthony Alistair Wilmot Longbridge. Freddie, Tony.
Are you quite sure?
Oh, quite sure. I think I remember him very well.
Good evening, Squadron Leader.
Good evening, First Officer. Out of uniform, I see.
On leave, sir.
The circumstances of this birthday dunking will have to be investigated properly. At ease.
Right now, everybody out of the bathroom. Let Freddie finish her bath in peace.
It's her birthday, Grandma. Don't you think she wants company?
I'm going to interrogate her alone.
You try my patience.
All right, Mum. We'll carry on later.
Goodbye. Oh.
You ATAs just can't keep out of the water, can you?
Oh.
Happy birthday, Mademoiselle de Lancel. Please come and sit down. My son tells me I missed the high spot of the day. Indeed, of the year. You'll never get on my good side after such wretched treatment.
Well, there isn't enough hot water to repeat the performance, Lord Longbridge.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you a toast. To Marie-Frédérique de Lancel. We welcome her here to this country. We welcome her here to our home. And on this, her 21st birthday, we wish her health and happiness and an early reunion with her own family.
Yeah.
Marie-Frédérique.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To Freddie.
To Freddie.
Freddie.
Come in.
I've brought you a birthday present.
Couldn't it wait until morning?
No, I don't think so. It's strictly a nighttime present.
Oh, it's so warm.
It's my very own hot water bottle.
Oh, I couldn't possibly deprive you of it.
It's a must around here. We've been together through many cold and lonely nights.
Oh, in that case...
Well, good night, Freddie. Since you're not asleep...
I can't sleep if you're here.
Right, so it's only one question. I'm going to command a new squadron. A bunch of American chaps who've come over to give us a hand. The Eagle Squadron, they're called, no less. I'm completely baffled as how to approach these blighters. They're real glamour boys.
But just call them guys instead of blighters and chaps and glamour boys, and you'll do just fine. Good night, Tony.
You sure?
Yes.
You've made me feel a lot more secure. Oh, Freddie. Darling, beautiful Freddie. We'd better try that again, I think. I may freeze to death out here, you know?
What a frightful thought.
What? No mercy.
I'll keep you warm.
All right, wait a minute.
Are you sure you're a pilot?
Quite positive.
Oh. I'm surprised you haven't been shot down the way you're looking for a place to land.
I think I've found it. Before we go any further, one question.
What?
Will you marry me?
So, that's your girl. Now I understand the mad rush.
A big smile, everybody, please. Thank you. Hold it. Thank you. Could I have the family of Dickens, please?
If you weren't such a reckless driver, I'd have married you myself. Congratulations.
You?
Yes, Mrs. Longbridge. Flight Lieutenant Jock Hampton at your service. At a safe distance, of course. Tony's my squadron leader.
Really?
He's always reminding us Yanks that we're too hot-headed. Does he know what kind of maniac he married?
I fly unarmed, so don't worry. You fellows grab all the action while we just creep along in our little old delivery service.
You two seem to be hitting it off.
We see eye to eye on everything.
Oh, come on, darling. We're off first. The others will follow. See you, Jock.
Bye.
Freddie de Lancel, you beautiful, wonderful handful. You married the wrong guy.
Well, I see you are a man who appreciates fine things.
I had my choice of many houses, but I feel like a caretaker. The fortunate curator of a museum. Are you a collector, Vicomte?
Well, it was my passion, my reason for living. Before the war, I used to spend every vacation devoted to travel. Florence, Rome, London, Madrid. Well, those were the days, were they not, General?
For me, the days are more interesting now. Captain Rutterman speaks highly of your cooperation. In what way can I be of service, Viscount?
Well, General von Stern, I came to see you because Captain Rutterman's responsibilities have been transferred to your command, and because there are always opportunities for men who are on the alert for them, especially in wartime.
Go on.
Rutterman may be included with your blessing, but he steals more than he should from the Reich already.
Be careful of what you say.
Oh, no. Captain Rutterman does his job zealously, but he also recognizes that there are profits to be made on the black market. Profits that will lead to respectable opportunities after the war.
If that is so, he will be punished.
You see, General, when the war is over, there will be very little champagne to quench the thirst of celebration. In Zurich, for instance, it is already worth 4 times what it cost before the war. It is like gold. I know where you could acquire a secret supply of the very finest vintage champagnes. 500,000 bottles. If we were to acquire it, there would be no harm to the Third Reich, only to the greedy French who hid it away.
You put things in an unusual way.
I hoped you'd understand.
Viscount, it pleases me to have attractive ladies at my dinner parties. I'm a great admirer of your sister. Perhaps you could arrange to bring her tomorrow night. Later, the two of us could talk about the details of your proposition.
Of course, General.
Good.
I'm frightened. Armand has been taken prisoner at Dunkirk and sent somewhere in Germany to work. Until 4 months ago, he always wrote to tell me he was well, and now there's only silence.
Well, what have you done to find out where he is?
What can I do? My friends can't help me.
Have you no German friends?
Of course not.
Oh, now there is a mistake, little goose. If you'll permit me to say so, you have cut yourself off from the people who could help you most.
The Germans?
But they do control Europe. Who else but the Germans?
Why would a German help me to find a Jew?
You see everything as you used to. It was a charming quality in peacetime, but it's naive in our present circumstances. You are a famous actress. Use your influence.
Influence?
Fame is influence if it is properly managed. To leave it unmanaged is like burning money.
I wouldn't know where to start.
All right. Well, then you must put yourself in my hands,
Do you really think there's hope?
Come to you. Of course there's hope. I'm sure I can be of help.
You are a superb artist, mademoiselle. I understand that you are under contract to Deville. Greven has worked wonders, has he not?
I imagine the films are as good as could be expected, without many of our best artists.
Oh, when the war is over, there will be more opportunity.
But not for Jews.
Well, this issue has been politicized to death.
I do not think so.
Gentlemen, ladies, I bid you good night. Your brother tells me you have interest in a certain French prisoner?
Yes, General. His name is Armand Sadowski, and I have details of his regiment.
My sister would be grateful for any Information that would allow her to hope, General.
Such information is normally impossible to obtain. Even for me.
Well, my sister understands that what she asks is most unusual, most irregular.
Will you try to find out where he is? Can I hope?
I should have to ask favors. Important favors. Favors that would have to be repaid. But then I can count on your being a woman of the world, can I not? Your brother has surely made that all quite clear to you. Meanwhile, it would please me to have you stay and discuss the matter. My driver will take you home when you like.
General, you may not count on me any more than I may count on you.
Oh, I'm coming up.
No.
No? But I want to talk to you. This isn't the last of it.
What foul and filthy business are you doing with him, Bruno? He treated me like I was for sale. No, he treated me like I'd already been sold and he was waiting.
Well, do you imagine that he would go to the trouble of finding your Jew for nothing?
What? So that's what you meant when you spoke of using my influence? Good night.
You don't deserve my help, Delphine. Open your eyes, you stupid bitch. Pride is for the conquerors, see, not the vanquished.
Ah!
You embarrass me tonight, don't
Bitch! Bitch! Bitch!
Surprise landing. Tony!
darling.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to be in Hatfield.
I've got 2 whole hours. Come on.
300 miles through the muck just for 2 hours. That's my kind of chap.
Darling, what is it?
We must be crazy.
We married each other, didn't we? Oh, you could sink a sub with a face like that. What's the matter, Freddie?
I'm pregnant. Uh-huh. You're shell-shocked.
Oh, Freddie. I'm the happiest man in the world. How long?
4 months.
Have you seen a doctor?
Of course not. He'd only ground me. I'm turning him as fit as can be. It's going to be an easy landing, I promise. I'll be keeping my weight down so that I can get another few months of flying in.
Hang on, Freddie. That's our baby's life you're risking.
Tony, you're not a bus driver.
That's different.
Hell it is. Ain't no damn good at all if I'm grounded for a little extra weight I carry.
You are grounded. You're finished flying for now. I'll ring Mother and tell her to expect you at the Grange, all right?
No, it's not. If you really loved me, you wouldn't have gotten me pregnant until after the war.
How long will it take?
The cellar will be empty by dawn.
Jeanette, what's going on out there?
It's the Germans, madam. I better go down and see what's happening. It may not be wise, madam. They've declared a curfew. Anyone found outside after dark will be shot.
Bottles, and you have them hidden?
Not everything is as it seems, Captain.
Beeilung, meine Herren. Können wir die Kiste mal rein? Los. Links her. Bisschen langsam. Auf der Weg. So, hier.
There is no doubt. It is from the treasure.
The Martins.
Who are they?
The man is Chief Salomon. They must be caught.
You were right, Louis. They're loading the lorries now. Quick, go, go!
Turn him over.
Do it!
It's not him, it's not Martin.
Let's move on!
Wait. That way. Go! Traitor.
Hello, this is Madame de Lancel.
I have been studying the harvest reports for last year. They are not good. My superiors have informed me that they expect better results this time.
The grapes this year are superb. But without more experienced workers, they will rot on the vine. Tell that to your superiors.
Was ist denn mit dir los? Zurück, verflucht nochmal! Zurücktreten! Los! Dummen Hunde! In einer Reihe hier!
Madame de Lancel, I have arranged assistants for this harvest. Men who are very experienced in the vineyards. Now, madame, you Champenois have no excuses.
Zu Befehl! Los, vorwärts! Los! Los, weiter! Also.
Could you men take those baskets off that cart?
Madame, it's Armand. Armand Sadowski.
Los!
I didn't recognize him.
Split the cluster. Very good. Now you. Come on. Come on. You know nothing about grapes, do you? You will be returned and shot, along with any others who have taken advantage of our generosity. I want him on the train tonight.